The European Space Agency, the ISS team does, thank you.
You're watching HNNCast with Space Rogue on the Hacker News Network.
HNN is sponsored by Astaro, simplifying security. Become a sponsor. Email sales@hackernews.com.
This is Space Rogue for the Hacker News Network, and this is HNNCast for the second week of December 2009. Our top story this week, a Moxie Marlinspike who recently warned the public about flaws in SSL has created the WPA cracker. Wi-Fi protected access networks are vulnerable to dictionary attacks, but running a respectable sized dictionary over a WPA network handshake can take days or even weeks on a standalone machine. The WPA cracker operates on a 400 CPU cluster that will run a network capture against a 135 million word dictionary. This reduces the crack time to an average of 20 minutes. Finally, a good use for the cloud. Last week, we told you about the security breach at the Climate Research Unit at East Anglia University in the UK that resulted in a 61 megabyte zip file being passed around a few FTP sites. Well, the latest twist in this ClimateGate story is that the Russians did it. The zip file first appeared on an FTP server in the town of Tomsk in Russia. The Russian Secret Service, the FSB, has been known to recruit cyber vandals from the town of Tomsk in the past. Add to that some people claiming that this is an extremely sophisticated attack and not the work of amateurs, and that the proximity to the climate summit in Copenhagen is not a coincidence. However, a detailed analysis of the technical information contained within the files and emails themselves, conducted by Lance Levson, shows that the files were probably collected by an internal administrator and was not a secret government conspiracy. But who knows? Maybe the Martians did it. Jim Atkinson of the Granite Island Group, a frequent speaker at various security cons on the topic of electronic surveillance countermeasures, was arrested on December 1st on larceny charges after a Switzerland-based business claimed they never received the goods he promised. As a result of the arrest, Atkinson's license to carry firearms was suspended, forcing him to turn in his weapons. Unfortunately, he also turned in ammunition for weapons that he wasn't supposed to have. This caused the police to get a search warrant to look for the missing weapons, who then found a small stockpile of items including smoke grenades and an M72 light anti-tank weapon. Atkinson has now pleaded not guilty to over 16 charges and is out on bail. If you've ever met Jim, you'd realize that none of this is really all that surprising. An Israeli mobile security firm that a month ago offered $100,000 in gold to anyone who could break its voice encryption technology has upped the ante to $250,000. GoldLock posted a sample of an encrypted voice conversation on its website and is offering the golden reward to anyone who can crack it and send the company a transcript of the call. The problem with these challenges is that no matter how high you make the prize money, there is always someone else who will pay more for a successful attack. Why should I take your $250,000 in gold and disclose my vulnerability when someone else will offer me $300,000 in cash probably to keep it quiet? You are not proving the effectiveness of your security, you're just increasing the value of the exploit. We'll be back with more HNNCast right after these messages. Welcome back to HNNCast. This past Thursday, the House of Representatives passed H.R. 2221, the Data Accountability and Trust Act. This, while multiple state attorney generals are cracking down on those involved with last month's HIPAA violation, and new medical records breach have been discovered. The lawsuit we mentioned last week against Computer World Inc. for a string of insufficient PCI installations, multiple university breaches of student records, a public school breach of student records, an Irish bank breach of UK customer data, and then there were all the high-profile leaks at Yahoo, HSBC, and the TSA. These idiots can't even handle the data they do care about not getting out. So, along comes the House and passes this bill, completely watered down. The short of it is that the OCC retains sole jurisdiction over all banks, and nonprofits, including education, are also exempt. That leaves medical records, which will probably be exempted to pass healthcare, and small businesses, the merchants. This just might pass the Senate after all. As a condition of his plea agreement, Segvec, aka Soup Nazi, aka Jaguar, aka Kumbajani, aka Albert Gonzalez, a former administrator of the Shadow Crew Forum and a former government informant, has pleaded guilty to breaking into Heartland Payment Systems, Hannaford Brothers, 7-Eleven, and 2 other unnamed national retailers. The guilty plea will allow for his New Jersey case to be moved to Massachusetts, where he faces at least 19 additional felony counts. Segvec has already been forced to forfeit nearly $1.6 million in cash, his Miami condominium, a 2006 BMW, several laptops, 3 Rolex watches, and other items. Verizon's Motorola Droid smartphone has been rooted. Zinx Veritus posted the exploit Wednesday afternoon to a popular Droid message board, alldroid.org. Owners of the Android 2.0 based smartphone can now attempt to install multi-touch support, enhanced themes, and other previously forbidden items into the phone. In addition, Android hackers have ported Android OS to the HTC Touch Diamond and HTC Touch Pro. They're still working on getting drivers ported over, but the OS itself runs just fine on these Windows mobile devices. A team from the University of Hamburg, Germany, has taken top honors at the International Capture the Flag competition held at the University of California in Santa Barbara last weekend. 56 teams from around the world, including numerous teams from Russia, competed in defending their own servers and attacking the servers of their opponents. This year, the teams had to trick simulated users into downloading their malware so that they could be added to their simulated botnet. The websites of NASA's Instrument Systems and Technology Unit and Software Engineering Division were broken into, and screenshots illustrating the hack posted online. Cyber intruders appeared to have taken advantage of an SQL injection flaw and poor access control in mounting the attack. TinCode has taken credit for the attacks and has been credited with 30 other defacements going back to July of this year, according to the archive at zoneh.org. The affected websites are currently offline, presumably until NASA can get them fixed. Documents filed with the court on behalf of Rubico, aka David Kernell, indicate that his machine was infested with malware prior to the breach of Sarah Palin's Yahoo email account, of which he is accused. While the documents don't indicate it, I suspect this is in preparation of the malware did it defense. Yeah, I don't know too many pieces of malware that go around changing Yahoo email account passwords to popcorn. And good luck with that. At least 2 universities have recently been breached. The Eastern Illinois University Office of Admissions had a server breached with a virus possibly exposing the personal details of over 9,000 students, and the University of Nebraska's College of Education and Human Sciences at the Lincoln campus involved the names, addresses, and social security numbers of 1,400 Hinsdale High School graduates. The university's investigation revealed the computer had not been adequately secured, allowing unauthorized external access to the computer and its information. Gotta keep on top of those patches, people. Courtney was off this week, but we'll be right back with the HNN Quickies right after these messages.